Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel where I talk about all things related to the Walking Dead franchise. Today, I'm going to focus on one of the most beloved and iconic characters of the show, Daryl Dixon, played by Norman Reedus. I'm going to show you some of his best moments and worst nightmares and explain why he is such a badass and a fan favorite. If you have not watched the show yet, be warned that this video contains major spoilers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Daryl Dixon was introduced in the first season of The Walking Dead as a member of a group of survivors led by Rick Grimes who were trying to find a safe place in the post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies or walkers. Daryl was initially portrayed as a hot-headed and aggressive hunter who lived in the shadow of his older brother, Merle, a racist and violent criminal. Daryl was often at odds with the other members of the group, especially Rick, who he saw as a threat to his brother's authority. Daryl also showed little empathy or compassion for others and was only interested in his own survival. However, as the show progressed, Daryl's character started to change and evolve. He began to bond with the group, especially with Carol Pelletier, a timid and abused woman who lost her daughter in the zombie apocalypse. Daryl became Carol's protector and confidant, and they developed a close friendship that many fans hoped would turn into romance. Daryl also formed a brotherly bond with Rick, who he came to respect and trust as a leader and a friend. Daryl proved himself to be a valuable asset to the group, thanks to his skills in hunting, tracking, fighting, and scavenging. So, what are some of the best moments and worst nightmares that make Daryl Dixon such a badass? Let's take a look at some of them. Best moment, when he dispatched Negan's men with a rocket launcher. Graphic novel readers thought that the mid-season premiere of Season 6 was going to start with the death of a main character. Was Negan's henchman going to shoot Sasha or Abraham? We'll never know because Daryl straight up obliterated the whole menacing gang with a blast from a rocket launcher after quietly killing one of the saviors behind the tanker. If you weren't dancing around after that big explosion, you were made of stone. Worst nightmare, when he had to kill his zombified brother Merle too. Daryl and Merle's reunion tour, much like Merle's run on the show, was pretty short-lived. But before he kicked it, he had a face turn of sorts, sacrificing himself to save Mycon from the governor's wrath. Unfortunately, this also meant that he turned into a walker and had to be put down by his little brother. The scene where Daryl finds Merle munching on a corpse and then stabs him repeatedly in the face while sobbing is one of the most heartbreaking and horrifying moments in the show's history. Best moment, when he told Beth that she would be Miss 3. Daryl and Beth formed an unlikely partnership in Season 4 as they searched for signs of other survivors after escaping from the prison attack. Along the way, they opened up to each other about their pasts, their fears, and their hopes. Daryl learned to appreciate life more and to express his emotions better. He also developed romantic feelings for Beth, but before he could act on them, she was kidnapped by a group of hostile survivors. In Season 5, he finally found her at a hospital run by corrupt cops, but it was too late. She was shot in the head by Don Lerner, the leader of the hospital group. As Beth's lifeless body fell into his arms, he whispered, "You'll be missed," before carrying her out of the hospital. Worst nightmare, when he was tortured by Negan and the Saviors. After Negan brutally killed Glenn and Abraham with his baseball bat Lucille in front of Rick's group, in Season 7 premiere, he took Daryl as a prisoner and tried to break him into submission. He locked him up in a dark cell, fed him dog food sandwiches, and played an annoying song called Easy Street on repeat. He also tried to tempt him with better food, clothes, and room if he would just say, "I am Negan." But Daryl refused to give in, even when Negan threatened to kill him or his friends. He remained loyal to Rick and his group, and eventually escaped from the sanctuary with the help of Jesus, Sherry, and Dwight. Best moment, when he reunited with Carol after she blew up Terminus. Daryl hadn't seen Carol in a good long while, and maybe even thought she was dead. But when she showed up and saved everyone at Terminus, a supposed sanctuary that turned out to be a trap set by cannibals, no one was more overwhelmed than Daryl. He ran to Carol and hugged her like we want and need him to. What a softie. Worst nightmare, when he was captured by the Reapers. In Season 11, Daryl and his group encountered a new enemy, the Reapers, a group of masked and armed killers who hunted them down in the woods. Daryl managed to kill one of them, but was then captured by another one, who turned out to be his old flame, Leah Shaw, whom he met and lost in Season 10. Leah took him to the Meridian, the base of the Reapers, where he met their leader, Pope, a former military commander who claimed that God had chosen them to survive the apocalypse. Hope tortured Daryl with fire and tried to make him join his cult-like group, but Daryl resisted and secretly plotted to escape and reunite with his friends. These are some of the best moments and worst nightmares that make Daryl Dixon such a badass. He is a survivor who knows how to adapt and overcome any situation. He is a fighter who knows how to kill and protect. He is a leader who knows how to inspire and guide. He is a legend who knows how to live and love. What do you think of Daryl Dixon's best moments and worst nightmares? Do you like him as a character? Do you want to watch his spin-off series? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.